Hello, hello, hello. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope everyone had a nice Christmas Eve. I surely did. And this reading is going to be for Gemini for January 2019. So let's see what are the predictions for Gemini for January 2019. All right. Let's do some good shuffling. Oops, for Gemini. Oh my God, I've been relaxed and I was invited somewhere for Christmas Eve and lots of food. Now I feel sick to my stomach. Oh boy. I hope you can hear me well. Can you? Okay. Try to raise my voice. Okay. So this reading is for Gemini, January 2019. So that's one. Oh my God, the Lover's card. And this is a Gemini card. The Lover's card is represented by Gemini. Oh my God, that's such a beautiful card. It's number 6. It says intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. So the Lover's card means that somebody's in love with you, or you are in a love connection with somebody. You are enormously in love. It's the two of you. The Lover's card is also a duality card. So there's some choices that need to be made regarding to this other person. So let's find out more. But this is the heart of the reading, and it started with you, the Lovers, which is a Gemini card. It's impressive. What a beautiful surprise for Gemini. All right, we have the Four of Water. Missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So we got a little bit of a stagnation there relating to this connection with Lovers. There's not much of a movement forward at this time, okay? There's a blockage. That's what this card is saying. So this is the two of you recognizing the connection. This is a powerful connection. I always see Lover's card as a twin flame connection or a deep soulmate connection that has roots and like past love connection that you've known each other from a previous lifetime. And it's saying that right now none of you is making a move. And she's looking at all those cups there in front of her, but they're actually like almost like fading away. You can't even see them. Instead of looking at this cup that is offered right here, right? Like crying over spilled milk a bit here, but also not hearing to your feeling, not being in touch with your feeling and listening to your intuition. This is like being on guard. So both of you are like overthinking this too much. We got the Ace of Air, which is about communication. So it's saying that this is the base of the matter. So this is what needs to be happening. Some sort of connection and communication, and also gaining mental clarity. So you two, for now, is saying you gotta open your mind and open your heart and be more upfront with your feelings and your thoughts, right? We got thoughts and we got feelings, and the ace usually is about having the mental clarity and going for what you want, and the Four of Water is a bit of stagnation. But in the heart of the reading is the Lover's card, which is a Gemini card. It can be someone, it can be both of you are a Gemini or have this these elements of Gemini in you, like both, even the other counterpart, like very altruistic, very outspoken, but for some reasons, you see, you got the capability to open up yourself emotionally and mentally, but it's saying that there's a little bit of a blockage right now. Now, look, we have the sun, which is a beautiful card. It says, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. This is crowning the reading. So, this is what you need to have right now in order confidence and staying focused on your goals and what you want to achieve, right? Um, we got number 10 here. So 1 and 9 makes 10, which it brings back to 1, like the ace of air, 1, right? It's about new beginning, new chapter in your life with confidence. The sun is like the biggest planet. All the astrological signs revolve around the sun. So that's where we gain that clarity and that energy and the positivity. The sun is about having certain goals, but also mental clarity. Like is very stimulated intellectually. So it puts also logic in every action, right? It's not just pure emotions. It's right on top here on the Lovers card. So this connection has brought some thinking and your reasoning from a very mature level related to this connection that you have, Gemini. So you're not acting impulsively. This is what he's saying. That's why you are not moving, like there's no rush energy here, because you are connecting all the dots and you are analyzing the situation and you have like a plan, kind of, you or them. We have the Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Now, when it comes to Nine of Earth, this saying that you are working on yourself, because it's a little bit of a solitary card with the Nine of Pentacles. But look at all these chakras activated, purple and pink. This is like the seventh chakra activated, and also the base chakra I see very much emphasized here. She is really in tune with her, all her chakras, with her inner knowing in a with spiritual level and intellectual level. We have also the sun, which is connected to intellectual stimulation. It can be that that's what you are attracted to this other person. There's something about on an intellectual level that stimulates you about this person. And Gemini actually has a lot of Mercury in them as well, so that the capability to express themselves is very heightened. Okay, so it's to no surprise whoever is attracted to you, this attributes that you carry so naturally within yourself. I see a lot of communication and thoughts because and articulation, and the sun emphasizes that. And the sun is also how people perceive you. So it's the conscience level, how people see you and how you present yourself to the people. Somebody that who is very loving, very caring, but also somebody like is very articulative and very expressive of their thoughts. Okay, but when it comes to their feelings, there's a little bit of a slight pause. Let's put it this way, because you are reevaluating the situation. But very positive card. Now you see with the Nine of Earth, a Pentacle, we have that self-fulfillment. So you are kind of alone, but in peace with your circumstances. Okay, you are not fighting it, or you are not expecting anything in return. You're like, okay, whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna be happy with what I have and what surrounds me at this point. And this is a good card. Nines are solitary cards, but very much connected to to the hermit. Hermit is is a number 9 as well, which is mature and, you know, looking within. And this is what the 9 of Pentacles is the same. Like if they're very in peace with what they have worked so hard and what they have achieved, and in whatever they have not achieved, they're still okay with it, you know. They still carry the light. So you are carrying this light for the two of you, for Gemini, the Lover's card. So let me see. Right now you are in a meditating mode. That's what the Four of Water is. And you are thinking how to make this happen in the real world, kind of, because the Sun, it's about not just ego, but it's concretizing things and achieving what you want out of this connection. So but right now, up to now, you're like working on yourself and being in peace with what you have achieved so far on a personal level. It can be financial, um, love relationships, spiritual level, everything, practical life in general. You are not pointing the finger to nobody. You're just trying to find joy and maturity and stability and happiness uh, within your means, whatever you have day-to-day basis. Yes, that's a really grounded way to see things and positive, which I like it. Let me see what else we got for Gemini. Oh, now we got the Eight of Air. Okay, there is a little bit of fear. It says Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Now, it can be you, it can be them. This is in the near future, and that's what causing a little bit of a blockage on an emotional level, because on a mental level, you feel like fear of movement forward. That's the thing with the Eight of Air. It's like you're making the situation bigger than it is, worse than actually that it is, and it's not as bad as it looks. So whatever, when it comes to this connection, there's fear. But when you're alone, you're in peace. You're loving yourself, loving life, loving everything, work, money, everything. It's like you're the king of your own castle, right? With the Sun on your own, you're like, I feel so good. As soon as it comes to thinking back to this Lover's card and the future together, now it can be you, it can be your counterpart, okay? You're like, oh boy, I feel trapped. So, but this is just an illusion, is saying. It's all in your head. You got to get out of that, because there's nothing to fear. And the Eight of Air, like the Ace of Air, it's also about communication. So as long as you open up to transparency and just explaining the situation, where can it take us, and you know, how can we solve it? Is it going anywhere? If it's not going anywhere, there's nothing to be afraid. It's just a relief for all the parties involved. Don't be afraid of that idea that, oh my God, am I gonna get a no? Am I gonna get refused? Because there's no such thing. If you know in your heart that you're a good person, you're done well, and you mean well to everybody, everything can be, you can overcome every situation as long as there's openness and transparency. Look, we got the Hermit again. I was talking about the Hermit, the Nine of Earth. It's present again, which requires time to meditate. It's saying spiritual teaching, self-discovery. You have learned a lot about this journey, about this connection with this person. It has enlightened you in ways but it has grown you spiritually and it has matured you. That's what the Hermit is. It requires patience. 9 in the Hermit, it requires patience. By patience, you are starting to look within your actions and the situation overall, and you have come to realization that you have grown as an individual. You are more patient, you're more mature, you're not making rush decisions. You are trying to see the both sides of the coin of this situation, trying to see things from their perspective and from your perspective. The Lover's card is a duality card, so it's yin and yang. It's also like the shadow card, like we see the both darkness and the light, and that's why we have the Sun. And he's saying that the Sun card is someone that Archangel Uriel, he has gone through a lot, he has seen pain, and yet he's still standing on that rock tall. And that's how we learn to be strong and build confidence, right? By these tests that are being thrown on our way. The Lover's card, it's about balancing. The number 6 is about balancing your yin and yang within ourselves first. And that's how we gain that enlightenment, right? Through the Hermit card. And then that's how we fight our fears. Fears are an illusion. We're making the situation worse than it is. Look, we got the stars. Wishes coming true. This is saying that be optimistic because something beautiful is going to happen in your life. You have wishing and dreaming day and night about something beautiful to happen about this Lover's card. And this is saying is going to come true. The star, make a wish. It's funny how the star, for me, the star is like it's like the angels are watching over you. And being now is December 25th, 24th, 25th is Jesus Christ's birthday. So what a beautiful way for you to make a wish on a special day like this and have the masters of the universe guiding you and giving you strength. And faith starts about hope and faith. Have faith in God, is saying, because things will happen, but you got to have a really positive mindset and be happy. The Hermit mode is what is putting you in that state now of a bit of a detachment, but patience and maturity. You are not acting rashly. People see that maturity in you from a very grounded place, and that's what's going to bring your wishes coming true. People will see that you are not acting from a place of immature behavior or ego place, right? They see that you're very humble. The Hermit has a certain humbleness which he creates over the time, over the years. He's very mature, so he doesn't act based on. He's very enlightened. First of all, he carries that little lamp there, and trying to lighten the way in front of him is almost look like a heart, and that is its guidance for enlightenment, for honest judgment, clear vision for the future from a very balanced place. We have the balance, number 6 on the Lover's card, right in the heart. And that's what has been also the issue on a emotional level, the blockage. The emotions were not leveled. There was some not equal give and take between the two of you. And but now seems like you have gained that clarity, and now you've done some introspection and with the Hermit mode. And this is saying, the stars is saying that this is also the Aquarius, the star, I believe, and which is all about this great humanitarianism and leadership and giving hope to people, to community, to one another. And I think that's what Gemini is doing right now. You are really You are healing yourself by helping healing others, spreading the message of hope. And that's what Gemini is doing. Or it can be somebody with these elements that is supporting you and is giving you that confidence that you watch, think will get better. With a star card, its wishes coming true. So that's a beautiful positive card. And we have number 8 here, which is about achievement and success. It can be also on a financial, professional level, because 8 is mainly connected to professional and financial success, abundance, and the infinity card, of course, but infinity number. So you are constantly being watched over by this star. So there's nothing to worry about, just saying here. But you have done some inner work, like massive transformation with a hermit mode regarding this connection. Okay, now let's see, what is your hopes and fears position? So hopes and fears position. We got the Queen of Water. Relationship developed to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. And then we have the Ten of Air. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Oh, wow. We get a Cancer here. It can be also you who have maybe your moon in Cancer, or you have very heightened psychic abilities, and you feel this energy, but you're feeling that something's going on either with you or with the other counterpart, but it's coming to an end. The Ten of Air is that it been very painful experience, like mentally and emotionally, but especially on a mental level, there was a struggle. But I feel like you have been awakened. Somebody is been doing this hermit mode because they found information that there's something divine in this connection, and it put them in a place that they starting to see this connection from a different perspective. They're more enlightened, more awakened, and they understand that this is something that not your everyday connection. It's unique, it's special. And it can be that this Queen of Water or Cancer, he's helping you getting out of this state of the mental breakdown, um, because this is coming to an end, is saying. And that's your hopes and fears. So you were hoping that you finally can let go of your fears, and this is what is happening. It's coming, giving an end to that. And with the star, brighter days are ahead of you. You got the crowning the reading is the sun, so you are being watched over to overcome this painful situation. It's all ego. When it comes to the Eight of Air, we wonder why it's so painful, this connection. You know what? It's all ego. It's all our fears. We're thinking who he wants to hurt us, she wants to hurt us. It's all in our head because we never experienced something like this. And this is how we go through the awakening ascension. We think they're the monster, they think we're the monster, because both yours psychic abilities are awakened and heightened, so you can read each other's minds, and you don't know whose thought are whose is yours or his, but you're both thinking the same way because you can read each other. So that's been a big confusion. It's like before you even make a move, they already know what you're thinking and about to do, and vice versa. But this is coming to an end because you're getting clarity, is saying. Or this person who has a big heart and very heightened psychic abilities is providing you the information and the sources to give an end to this to this mental confusion, mental exhaustion, I would say. Yeah, it's been exhausting, it's been painful. I know. You know what? It's okay because I've been there. I've experienced all this. I've experienced all this pain. And it comes a point that it's gonna get better. There's no other way. They're just moving forward. Lighter, brighter day ahead of us. I tell you that. Because you two are meant to be. It's a Gemini card, Lover's card. It's a twin flame card right in the heart of the reading. So I don't know. Uh, don't don't lose sleep over this because it's just your ego and your fears. Relax. And this is saying that it's coming to an end, and you're either being assisted by some high guidance, highly divine guidance, or it can be a friend or somebody or someone that you're a mentor. It can be, or it can be you that are trying to soothe your heart in your mind, or your counterpart's mind by giving compassion. The Queen of Water is known for feeling people's pains and easing their pain and healing, helping healing their pain. Okay, that's really helpful actually, knowing that there is somebody who can give you clarity and ease the pain. That's why you're in the hermit mode, and people haven't given up hope. You and your other counterpart, there nobody's given up a hope that this is gonna be fulfilled one day, the two of you together. So that is important, to have a positive mindset, but also to be in a very balanced mode, like living life, you know. Don't consume your life and yourself by just waiting for things to happen, you know. You gotta enjoy your life. I know it's difficult, especially when you go through this mental exhaustion, but eventually you're gonna get out of this, you're gonna heal, you're gonna get better, and you're gonna come out victorious. This is saying that it's coming to an end, this painful situation. Very good. Let's see, what can I get? The final outcome card. One final outcome. That's the January for now for Gemini. That's what Gemini is right now. Let me get the final outcome. Oh, the Four of Fire. The final outcome is commitment. This is saying contentment, peace and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. This is like the Four Wands, building the foundation of a happy home, happy future. This is the final outcome. This is where this is going. This connection has a future. All this pain, all this situation that has been created around, all this mental exhaustion that you had to go through to gain clarity and to gain wisdom and maturity and groundedness, is for you two to balance each other's energies and finally to bring a home, to create a happy home, happy life. This is also the marriage card. I love every time this card pops up, and it pops up to me often. No matter how hard I shovel the cards, it keeps popping up for everyone. I'm so happy. This is your final outcome, Gemini. Oh my God, you guys deserve it. You know what? You've gone through a lot. You deserve this happy home, happy family. The Four Wands is like, and has different colors. So all chakras, the heart chakra, base chakra, we got the sacral chakra, confidence. We got also this like almost purplish, which is the seventh chakra. And all these chakras is been reactivated. That's because you have gone through all this test, and that's how you've been building strength and strong foundation within yourself first, home, right? And being now under the full moon till the mid of January, we have also the Cancer's influence in all the signs, which is about home. And a happy home foundation has to be within ourselves first. We need to carry the light at all times, because if this light is shaken, unstable, and we send the wrong vibe, that shows insecurity, that shows not having mental clarity, and you're not sure what you want. You gotta want to be happy within yourself first, within your own home, your own heart, and that's gonna bring union. This is the final outcome, union between the two of you. You both are thinking of a future together, and you're coming to a realization that this can happen. You do see each other together, each other in the future. Like you see the possibility of making this work as a couple, as a family. Yeah, this is your final outcome. It's so beautiful. I'm loving this for you guys. Can I have also from the romance cards a card for divine masculine, divine feminine for Gemini? Okay, what is the final messages from him to her and her to him? Okay. Oh, what a beautiful ending with this, with the sun and the Four of Fire. And we got the Lovers Gemini card right in the heart of the reading. I mean, come on, guys. You guys are smart, are brilliant. You got all it takes to make this happen. It says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yes, this is why you got to balance your thoughts and your energies, yin and yang, because you can look and seem like you're different, opposite polarities. Lover's card is about polarity, and that's a typical situation, especially with twin flames. When you meet this guy, it's like people think that you two are so extreme, so different, completely different. But actually, you have so much in common that nobody else knows and understands that. You just have to bring, when you're looking at each other, you're mirroring each other. But because over the years you're adjusted to a certain lifestyle, to certain circumstances and people, so you changed. You, to a point that you don't even recognize anymore who you are. The world crashes on you. The mental breakdown comes when you meet this guy, because he's the only one who makes you remember the true you, the true identity of you that you thought that nobody knew or wasn't even existent, was just in your head. Deep down in your heart, in your head, you said, I am like that. This is how I feel. This is who I am. But I cannot say this to nobody because nobody would understand me. Well, that's why there's conflict with him, because actually he's exactly like you. But because you're fighting within yourself to recognize that, so you're telling him, oh no, you're wrong, but actually you understand him and he understands you better than anybody else. And this is saying you got to be open to get to know each other, okay? And you expect them to be in a certain way, to behave in a certain way, because it's ego clashes, right? And because he reads your mind, you read his. That's why I expect you to do this. But you know what? He expects you to do the same thing, right? The ego clashes when your values clashes too. When you put yourself to test, and he passes your test, and you pass his test, and he wasn't expecting that. He's never thought he's going to meet a woman like you or a man like you, that will have values like that, because none of you probably passed your tests with other partners, so you were okay with that. But the first time your values match, and it's hard to break that test and to pass. And like, what? He passed my test, and he says the same. What? She actually has morals? Well, I haven't seen something like that in ages. I never thought I would meet her, right? but you were like, you always had it within you. It just you never made it to pass those tests with other people, or until you met one another, and you just suddenly you have morals. And that's your expectations. So slowly you got to balance the energy and open up, and your thoughts and feelings, and to let loose and show your beautiful colors to one another. That's one thing. He feels like you're so different than him, or he's so different than you, and it's like it's not gonna work. But actually, that's, you got much more in common than you think. Much more in common than you think. You just gotta be willing to recognize yourself, because when you see him, you see yourself. So you just gotta be more accepting.